Hey everybody, we are back for some more Don't Starve Shipwrecked, and I am just getting back home, getting myself settled down and situated. So what I'm going to wind up doing here is stabilizing my food. Oh, gotta put my bananas in the fridge too. I'm going to stabilize my food real quick, and I will be right back with you with a plan for, or with an outline for my plan for the day. Alright, we are back. So, I've got 4 bacon and eggs on me. I've got a bunch of meat and monster meat back at the base for when I get back. Oh, I forgot to empty this. Yeah, that's probably fine. Hope the thermal stone doesn't cause any problems. So what we're going to be doing here is just a little more exploring. So we're going to be trying to find treasure, trying to find cool stuff, trying to find, I don't know, bees, maybe? If we could ever get so lucky. Looks like we've got another... that might just be part of this thing. Yes? Yes, this is all connected, yeah. I thought it was maybe the start of another shallow area off land, but not the case, as it turns out. Alright, so we've got probably enough food to stay out here the entire episode if we need to. Certainly a couple of in-game days. So, hopefully we won't need to stay out here that long. Hopefully we find some incredible bounty quickly and are able to drag it all back to our lair. So far, though, that has not been the case. I'm going to start angling in a little bit. And so far I'm not even seeing any coral. It's nothing but open water. The good news, I don't even know how I caught that one, but I'm not going to complain about it. Oh, I also prototyped a rowboat finally, so I've got that ready to go. Figured it would be a good idea to have a cheap, easy-to-make boat alternative that is not a raft. Alright, hoping for bees. Ooh, got a crate. I put my hammer down, of course, so I won't be breaking this necessarily. Unless I find a very compelling reason to make a hammer here. Alright, I'll avoid the jungle for now. Got a gold boulder. I'm going to avoid the jungle for now, though. I am looking specifically for bees. We'll still check it out before we leave, of course. But, oh, it's a big island. And it's got a lot of basic resources on it, but it otherwise looks like just kind of a big empty island. And trees everywhere, sand, grass, twigs, limpets. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. But none of it's particularly useful to me. This is an enormous island. Good lord. So having a big landmass like this... oh, found bees. Found bees. Found bees. Alright. Sweet. Excellent. It's almost nighttime, though. I feel like I should attack it and get them to come out. Even though they're killer bees. Alright, took one hit. Oh, drop my weapon, drop my weapon, that was no good. Alright, we can take a couple. Not good for the old hat, but whatever. Stingers are good for the old having a boat. So that's great news. Alright, well we have got a beehive. A renewable source of repair kits. So, excellent news, and it is relatively close to our Diversity Island base. Very cool. This has already been like a more successful outing than our last one in its entirety. I know what I'm going to do with this ham. Oh, you know, this honey though. I thought of the honey ham while I was saying it, because I was going to say I don't know what to do with this honey, but then I realized that I only got 4 tall bird nests down by Diversity Island, so as opposed to making bacon and eggs, I can use some amount of meat plus monster meat to make honey ham as a secondary, very filling dish. Should I go through the jungle at night? It's probably just going to be frustrating since I'm going to see a ton of fireflies and not be able to get them, but I don't really feel like navigating the water by night either, so yeah, let's go. See what we find. Find spiders. I'm going to actually like actively kill them. Yeah, you can have that meat. I don't really want it. So, going through the jungle here, what am I looking for? Large clutches of gold rocks, I guess, would be cool to see. There's one. I'm finding a couple of single ones. If there's a likely spider farm area without, well, there's monkeys, so there goes that. I was going to say, if there's a likely looking spider farm area without monkeys nearby, I could set that up, but... no fireflies showing up really either. And yeah, just a couple of individual gold rocks. There's not really a whole lot going on this island. Doesn't look like. Try to avoid the spider. Yeah, this will be... I'll wind up coming back to this island when I'm like out of gold to get the few... Oh no, there's a few fireflies. Not many though. It's really not very impressive. So yeah, this island is big, but it's not great. I could potentially look into using this as like a summer base. Set up, you know, like, I guess I'd probably want to stay really far away from that unless I found more. Probably set up like right around here. Yeah, that might work. That might work. I might be far enough away. Yeah, we'll look into it. We'll look into it. I should probably look into... Well, I should probably try to find what day I got to this place and figure out my seasons from there. So I was thinking, too, my first Hound Wave was really, really big, right? Maybe Jumping Worlds does not actually reset the size of your Hound Waves. If that's the case, it may have been just a flat-out problematic thing to have done without taking more Hound's Teeth with me. So my concern now is that if I get, 10, 15 hounds every time, they're going to kill me eventually. Like, I could set up a big houndtooth trap area, but in order to do that, I've only got a dozen Hound's Teeth that I carried over from my other world, so I would need to make sure that I'm, killing enough hounds that I can actually pull it off. But in the early seasons here, I'm not getting any of the colored hounds, which means that I am unfortunately not getting any teeth when I kill the hounds. I have a chance to get teeth, but it's a very small chance, and I'll only ever get, like, 1, maybe 2 per wave if they're all... not colored hounds. Anyway, here's a small little coral patch. Do I want to get any coral right now? What do I need it for? Yeah, I can't really think of any immediate need for the coral, so I'm just going to skip it for right now. It's marked on the map, so if I need it later, I can grab it. So I've heard that there's been some updates to the game. I heard that they tweaked poison so that it's not actually just a death sentence, maybe. I haven't looked into it. Even though my work, as I kind of mentioned in my last video, has, as expected, been getting a little bit slower, and I have had more time, strictly from that perspective to make videos, to play games in general, really. It's getting, like, nice outside, so I've been doing, outside stuff that needs to get done around my house. So I've still been a little busier than would be ideal for something like this, but not much you can do about it. But yeah, I haven't had time to keep up with the changes being made to Don't Starve Shipwrecked, but I still watch YouTube videos and stuff from time to time. I get downtime at work, so I got a piece of the thing so I can get out into a new world if I want to. I'll pick up some of these. I don't know exactly what I'm going to wind up doing with these. I might make a bird cage. I might not make a bird cage. The reason to make a bird cage is that it's relatively easy access to eggs. And if you have renewable eggs, you have bacon and eggs in general, if you can find non-monster meat to go with the monster meat that you'll surely have access to. But the reason that I might not make... okay, I guess I wasn't close enough. The reason that I might not particularly want to make a bird cage is that me getting a renewable source of eggs isn't necessarily overpowered, because I do have the tall bird farm. And I guess, though, the tall bird farm really only is producing enough eggs for 4 batches of bacon and eggs every, 3 days is when the tall birds respawn, every 3 days. So, I don't know why I kept exploring this island at all, really, because once I got that thing, there was not likely to be anything else here. So let's get out of here and just keep going. So yeah, we've found a couple islands here, found a piece of the thing. Let's go left. Let's kind of try to clear out this whole area kind of proper, like. See what we can do. God, this is so slow. I seem to have just like the faultiest memories of how fast I should be moving on a boat. Alright, so we found our repair kits. We found our, well, one of the pieces of the thing, which we weren't explicitly setting out to do, but is good that we did. Although, no, wait, look at this, because... I feel like maybe the Hound wave frequency resets, but the Hound wave size doesn't when you jump worlds? Is that correct? Do I hear sharks? I heard something. Message in a bottle. Hear that? Where are we at? Okay, so, that's kind of far off. Well, it's not that far off, actually. Yeah, it's really not that far off at all. Let's go for it. Alright, excellent. So, this island may have just kept going forever. Or it might be... No, this is a distinct island. That's cool. Well, let's get off. This is probably a small island, then we can explore it. The island, like, it would literally be impossible for it to be very big. Ugh. Monkeys. This is already not a place that's appealing to me. Psh. Yeah, monkeys in a swamp. Looks like a great place for someone else to live in, while I live on Diversity Island with bacon and eggs. Way better. Way better. Way better situation for me. I do not envy whoever winds up with this place. Alright, let's get back on this boat. Let's get towards that treasure. So we gotta go like... Yeah, just basically straight left. Cool. Don't electrocute me, bro. Little bit of an unnecessary risk there, but... Gotta live a little. So, I don't have a ton of inventory space. I suppose that is an area of concern, because if this treasure chest is loaded... Well, I guess I don't need this honey. That's not doing anything for me. Yeah, I'm gonna need to build a shovel anyway, though, so I'm not really actually saving inventory yet. Alright. Well, I can work with this direction of waves. This is fine. Stingrays I'm less enthusiastic about. But, made it past him, so that's pretty sweet. Alright, nighttime. Let's get this miner hat on. We were almost there, I'm sure. Might as well, like, preemptively make a shovel since there's no waves. And it's basically free to do so. That music cut off. Oh, I got bioluminescence. Alright, I gotta mark this. Gotta mark this on the map. Alright, that's probably good. I'm not sure I'm actually gonna remember that. I should probably hope that there's a few spiders around that I can make a net. The thing I heard earlier might have been that sound that I just heard. It might have been the lobster as opposed to a shark. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Alright, I'm going to put this empty bottle down. Tempted to put this thermal stone down too, but we'll save it until that's actually necessary. Alright, so here's land. I will wait until daytime. I don't really feel like dealing with like a poisonous snake or something like that I just didn't see. I can hear him. Don't want to necessarily bump into him at all. Get my sanity hat back on as soon as day breaks too. Just hear him being all snaky over there. Alright, here's my shovel. Alright, what do we got? Please be awesome. Okay, that's the least awesome thing. The boards themselves are a better treasure. Oh, wow, that was brutal. 1 doubloon. Demoralizing. Just demoralizing. Wow, that is spirit breaking. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna head back home. That was wow. 1 single doubloon. Easily the worst. That I assume that is the worst chest it is possible to get. Like there's no way. There's no way it gets worse. There's just no way. Alright, well, I'll at least get to clear out a strip of blackness down between all these islands. So, that'll be good. Wow. My next one better be insane to make up for that. That's absurd. Not a fan. Alright, so I kind of want to stay away a little bit from the island, but I don't want to go from this island right here, rather. There's going to be plenty of opportunity to get exploration done in this world. There's no reason to miss messages in a bottle. That I find is where I get kind of caught up and have difficulty clearing out maps, is the areas right next to islands. So I try to skirt those while I'm doing early exploration as much as possible, just to make it so I don't have to just hug islands and find nothing forever in the late game, because that's super boring. But that's what editing is for, I guess. So, okay. So Diversity Island is still a little ways away, actually. Let's just keep it going. Boo. Oh, did I get it? Carry me forth. Yeah, I got it. Nice. I don't even know how I pulled that off. Godlike jukes. Checking out the coral patch to see if it's got the octopus. It's got to be in one of these. No, it doesn't look like it's this one, though. Not particularly. Is this a distinct patch? Or is this just part of it? No, it's a distinct patch with 2 coral. That's pretty weird, actually. I'm not sure why that would be set up like that. But that's random generation, I assume. Man, maybe the captain hat makes me go faster. Maybe that's what it is. Cause like, or maybe there's wind I'm fighting. I don't know. I feel like I'm going just ultra slow. Maybe it's an optical illusion with the waves moving against me. Maybe it just looks like I'm moving slower because I'm seeing everything move the other way. So I don't know how the life jacket works. I'm going to be completely honest with you here. I assume it saves you if you would normally sink. but I don't know like how it does that. I don't know if it functions much like a... It can't really function like a touchstone, though, can it? That was my initial thought, is that maybe it was just like a touchstone where you... Oh, swordfish. Ooh. Sweet. So I wonder if that was a set piece, if that guy's just always around those wrecks, or if that was random. It's kind of nice. Yeah, you can apparently just pull muscles off those. I don't think there's anything else you can do with them. That I've seen so far, anyway. So yeah, we'll make another Cutlass Supreme here. That's great. Make sure we don't run out of high-quality weapons. That'll help against the presumably large hound waves. Don't want to try to take those guys on with base weaponry. Although... the Valkyrie for base weaponry, again. Well, no, she's not really. That's not really a base weapon. The battle spear is obviously, it's insane. It's way better than a regular spear, but you can't really consider it a base weapon, because even though the Valkyrie can craft it at the beginning of the game and she starts each game with one, it still takes a couple gold to make. So it's not free. It's not like, you know, a flint and whatever it is, like 2 flints and a twig, or whatever a spear recipe is. It actually costs resources to a degree. And yeah, in theory, gold is infinite because you can forge doubloons into it, and doubloons are infinite. That's more or less semantics. I'm going to take the thermal stone with me, too. I'm just going to set it in the fridge. I don't think... Based on my experience so far, I've never needed a thermal stone for staying warm. I've only needed it for staying cold. Although, with updates, maybe that's changed, too. So maybe this next season is just going to freeze me to death because I'm not ready for it. That is, I guess, one thing I have to take into consideration, too. Why am I getting hot? Well, that was weird. I don't have a touchstone, though, is what I was going to say. Another thing to take into consideration is that I don't have a touchstone active. So everything is very real right now. If I die, I die. As they might say. But yeah, pretty happy with the progress today. Found some stuff. Got that one-man band. Got that grassy thing. Got a single doubloon. Yeah. Ball so hard. I don't really need cut reeds right now. And fortunately, I don't really need stingers right now either. I hit a couple waves, but I did alright. I don't really need these cloths, or this cloth, either. Yeah, I think we're pretty much good for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. Next time we'll do some more exploring, see if we can catch a touchstone, maybe get some more messages in bottles that have better treasures. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.